This is Big Poppy Racing.
Welcome to the 2023 Rippin' Race, Race 1. This is Big Poppy. Going to call the race for you today. Originally, we were going to start with the head gasket on this Rainbow Road course, but the head gasket would only stay on the track in the middle lane, so there was no head-to-head competition going to happen. So we've moved to the Donut Drifter. We have 24 teams that have entered the Rippin' Race for this season. We're doing a double elimination tournament, so if you lose anytime in the winner's bracket, you do get another chance to come back through the loser's bracket. Here is the winner's bracket that we laid out earlier with a lottery draw. So our first cars will be Karmic Racing and Miss BFG, shown here. I'm going to let you listen to this send-off one time, and that's all we're going to play it. Mrs. BFG's closest. And they're off. Miss BFG takes the early lead, comes around the corner, and Miss BFG will take the first round. Now we'll swap lanes, send them down the other way, and Miss BFG takes the second race. You have to win 2 races in a row on the same track to advance. Next up from down under, Wobbly Bob and Big Poppy Racing. Big Poppy's closest to you. And around they go. Oh, Wobbly Bob will take the first round. We swap lanes. Heat 2. Oh, Wobbly Bob decimates Big Poppy. And they move on. The next race, Mr. BFG versus Numbskull Racing. 24 will be closest to you. And off they go. Pretty even race, but Numbskull's going to take the first. Swap lanes. Here we go. Round and number 24. Numbskull Racing will advance to round 2. Next up, Rusty Rod Racing and RnR Racing with Rhett at the wheel. Rusty Rod's closest to you. Here they go around and close, but Rusty takes the first race. And the second heat will go to Rusty also. So number 13, Rusty Rod Racing Advances. Next, we got a couple of international entries. My Hot Wheels Collection from Britain and Res Wheels from Canada. Here they go. Both cars close. Res Wheels look like he will squeeze out in lane 4. Swap lanes. Here we go. Round the curve, and it's like, yes, Res Wheels will take it. So he advances. Next up, Noob Racing and Blue Line Racing. 17 is Noob. He's in closest to the inside. He's in a red edition. A round to go, and he dominates that race. Let's swap him around to the inside. Noob is going to take race 2, so Noob Racing advances with his red edition of the Donut Drifter. Next up, Miss Minnie BFG and DRT3K. He's number 22 on the inside lane. Here's the first heat. And around they go, and he pulls off the first heat. We swap lanes. See if he can win 2 in a row. Down they go. Oh, no. Miss Minnie BFG says no. So we swap lanes, and here we go around again. Lane 5. Swap the lanes. Let's see if they can take it. Nope, lane 5 again. Hey, we're going back to the inside now. The original positions. Hey, Miss Minnie BFG pulls off that win. Here we are around the second. She wins it. She'll advance. Next up, 2 of my favorite guys. Number 11, Rogue Racer, and number 7, Uncle Elvis. Of course, you see 7 right there on the inside. Here we go. Round and around, and Rogue Racer will win Heat 1. Change lanes. Around, and Rogue Racer will advance with 2 wins. So we take a look. Here's our setup, as you can see, on one side of the bracket and then the bottom side of the bracket. So here's round 2. Lily the dog and Mrs. BFG. Mrs. BFG's on the inside, as you can see. Down they go. Around the corner, and Lily the dog will pull off the first win. We swap lanes. And she's dominating, and she will take it. Lily the dog advances to the next round. Next up, RnR Racing with Ryker at the wheel against Wobbly Bob. Wobbly Bob looked awful good in the beginning. He's in the inside lane, yellow. Around he goes, and Wobbly Bob with a big win here, goes to Heat 2 and wins the second heat. So Wobbly Bob advances to the next round. Ryker's to the loser's bracket. Next up, Kaptain K Racing and Numbskull Racing. Numbskull's on the inside at number 24. He's in yellow. Here we go. round and around, and he will win the first heat. We swap lanes. So he's in 2 now. And up, Captain K says, well, hold on just a minute. We go to the outside, swing around, and Numbskull wins that race. We swap their lanes, and we come around, and he wins in lane 1, so he advances with 2 wins. Next up, Summers Raceway and Rusty Rod Racing. Rusty's going to be number 13 on the inside lane. Here we go. He dominates heat 1. We'll swap lanes now. He's in lane 2. Around they come, and he will win and advance in the winner's bracket. Next up, Chowhound Racing and Res Wheels. Res Wheels number 15 on the inside. Down they go. And Chowhound will take round 1. We swap lanes. Chowhound takes heat 2 and advances on. Next up, here's Arc Command and Noob Racing. Arc Command has that robot driver XL R8. You can figure that one out. Here they go, and he didn't accelerate very well there. Going to the inside now, and Noob Racing advances on with 2 straight wins. This is Mini BFG and Miss Mini BFG, brother-sister. Round they go, and lane 4 takes the first race. That's Miss Minnie, and she swaps lanes, and she will take 2. Little sister beats brother, and Miss Minnie will advance with 2 wins. Next up, Miniature Car Racing and Rogue Racer. Rogue Racer, number 11 on the outside here, or inside, I'm sorry. Round they go, and he wins 1 pretty handily, goes to heat 2. We swap lanes, and he wins and advances on. Rogue Racer advances on. So here's what the 3rd round looks like in the winner's bracket. Of course, everyone's going to the loser's bracket that is lost, and we'll play them out in a minute. Your car is up front from the left side. Here we go. First up's Lily the Dog and Wobbly Bob. Lily the Dog is on the inside lane in yellow. Here she goes. Oh, no, Wobbly Bob comes back just behind after the first curve, of course. Here we go. Wobbly Bob down the out and takes the win handily. Wobbly Bob not getting much competition right now. Next up, we've got Numbskull Racing and Rusty Rod Racing. Down they come. Here we go. Close race, but lane 4 takes it. Lane 2 now will take it, and Numbskull, that's number 24, Numbskull, will advance. Here's the bottom side of the bracket. Chowhound and Noob, Miss Minnie and Rogue. So here's our Chowhound and Noob. Noob is 17. He's got the red edition, and he will take the first round. We swap, and the second heat belongs to him too. So Noob Racing moving easily on. After that, Miss Minnie BFG of a Rogue Racer. Miss Minnie's closest to the inside in yellow. Here she comes, and she takes round 1. We swap lanes, and let's see if she can be consistent in lane 2. She is, and she will advance. So here's the quarterfinals of the winner's bracket. Here's Wobbly Bob and Numbskull. These are the group of cars they've come out of. So, of course, Wobbly Bob in the far lane coming in. Yellow is Numbskull, and Wobbly Bob will take number 1. Swap lanes and just walks away. Wobbly Bob advancing with no problem. Our next semifinal is Noob Racing and Miss Minnie BFG. Here they are. Of course, Noob has got the 17, the red edition in the far lane. Miss Minnie BFG's inside, and she will lose to Noob. We swap lanes. Noob's on the inside now, and Noob will advance on to the semis. So here's the final in the winner's bracket. It's Wobbly Bob and Noob Racing. Of course, Wobbly Bob's going to be far, and Noob's going to be in the closest there, the red edition. Down we go. No one's been able to come close to Bob yet. Bob pulls that one out barely. Swap the lanes. Here we go. Round around. Wobbly Bob will advance and is the lead of the winner's bracket. Let's hear a word from our sponsor.
The sale has just begun. Hi,
We're the Barnacle Brothers, and the biggest sale in our history began when you heard the clock start ticking.
it's our 60-second sale.
And you've only got 50 seconds left.
Our doors were closed yesterday.
Our doors were closed this
Our
morning.
doors will be closed tomorrow.
But our doors are open right now.
but only for another 43 seconds.
We got color televisions for $6
got camcorders for $3 each.
You need an entire living room set, you'll find it at Barnacle Brothers.
For only $15.
How about a car?
We got this brand new Rolls-Royce stretch limousine for only $20.
But you gotta be here during the 60-second sale now in progress.
Here's a lovely mink coat.
59 cents.
And bars of pure plutonium.
3 for $1.
All during the 60-second sale, which began 40 seconds ago.
We didn't give you no warning.
We can't extend the time.
So if you want to save like never before, come to the 60-second sale at Barnacle Brothers.
We tell you how to get here, but that'd take up too much time.
Besides, if you're not here already, you ain't gonna make it.
Because the fantastic Barnacle Brothers 60-second sale
With savings up to 99% off and more
is now over.
We'd like to thank the Barnacle Brothers for their sponsorship. So here's the losers bracket. As we go down, you can see where they have gone in according to the race they've lost. And so it's a little different setup than it was at the beginning. Here's our top power for the bracket. First, we're going to start off with Res Wheels and Karmic Racing. So here we go down the track. Down we go. And outside lane number 4 is going to take it. And they come around, and it looks like he's going to take it in too. So Karmic Racing advances on. Here's Arc Command and Big Poppy Racing. Big Poppy's in the closest lane. Here we go down to Heat 1. He will take that one. So Big Poppy swaps around. Now he's on the inside. Arc Command on the out. Big Poppy wins 2, and he will advance. Here's a family affair. Here's Mini BFG and Mr. BFG. Mr. BFG's on the inside or in the yellow. Mini takes the first heat. They swap lanes. Down they come. And Mini BFG will advance over Mr. BFG. Up now, Miniature Car Racing, number 8 and number 1, RnR Rhett. He's on the inside in yellow. And Rhett will take the first race. We swap. And here we come around. And Rhett wins in lane 2. So he advances. So here's the bottom part of the bracket. First race is Miss BFG and My Hot Wheels Collection. This is BFG, starting on the inside lane in the yellow. She will take the first round. We swap lanes. Now Kev Bloke in yellow on 4, and Kev Bloke takes that one. So we go back up. Now Miss BFG is in the orange lane, and she will win this heat. Going and swapping around now. She's in the pink or the purple, whatever, but she takes it. So she advances with 2 in a row. Up next, RnR Ryker in the inside lane and blue line on the outside. Here they go down the track. Going to be close, but RnR Ryker is going to take the first heat. We swap lanes, and number 2, he wins the second. So RnR Ryker will advance. Here's Kaptain K, number 16 on the inside, and DRT3K on the outside. Down they go. Yellow looks, and he does take the first race. We swap. Now Kaptain K is on the purple lane. And, DRT3K says, hold your horses. Down they come, and, Kaptain K will take the first heat. We swap lanes. DRT3K on the orange, and he will take the heat. We go back to the inside now. 2 racers do not want to give up even, but Kaptain K takes it. We swap. Around they come, and lane 4 again. Going back to the outside. Kaptain K in orange. He takes the first heat. We swap the cars. DRT3K not letting this go down easy. He wins in heat 5. We're going back to the inside, and we reversed the lanes this time. So Kaptain K, this time on the outside, takes lane 2. Swap them around, and Kaptain K will advance with 2 wins finally. Here is Summers Racing and Mr. Elvis. Summers Racing on the inside are yellow. Down they go, around they go, and Uncle Elvis will take round 1. We swap lanes for heat number 2, and Uncle Elvis will advance over Summers to the next round. So here's what our second round looks like in the losers bracket. We will race this all the way to the beginning. The first is Karmic Racing and Big Poppy Racing. Down they come the track. Looks like Big Poppy will take the first race in lane 4. They swap. Around they come. And Big Poppy advances 2-0. Next up, Mini BFG and RnR Ret. So they get set. Here we go. Down they come, and number lane 2, that's Mini BFG, takes the first one. They swap lanes. Down, and it looks like Mini BFG will advance 2-0. Of course, this being the loser's bracket, if you lose here, you're out. Here's Miss BFG and RnR Ryker. So as they come down around the curve, it looks like in lane 2, RnR Ryker is going to take the first win. We swap lanes, and RnR Ryker will advance on. Here's Captain K racing and Uncle Elvis. Captain K on the inside in the yellow. They come around, and Uncle Elvis in the purple lane will take the first. They swap. Around they come, and oh, there's Captain K. Now we go to the outside. Captain K inside on the orange. Oh, but Uncle Elvis will take the first. Now we swap them around. Uncle Elvis is in the orange. Comes around, and he wins heat 2, so Uncle Elvis will advance. Next up, Lily the dog and Big Poppy. Lily the dog's on the outside purple, Big Poppy in yellow, and Big Poppy takes the first heat. We swap. Lily the dog in the yellow lane, around they come, and she's going to take the second race. So Big Poppy's in on the orange. They come around, and Big Poppy takes the first race, goes to the inside. Lily the dog now in orange. Down they come, and she wins that heat. Back to the inside traps, Big Poppy in the purple, Lily the dog in yellow. Down around they come, and Big Poppy will take that heat. We swap around now. Big Poppy's in yellow, Lily the dog's in purple, and Big Poppy will advance with 2 wins. Here's Rusty Rod racing and Mini BFG. Mini BFG on the inside there, the number 20. So he's yellow, goes in, and he takes the first round. We swap now. Here's Rusty Rod around the outside, but no, Mini BFG will take it and advance. Here's Chowhound Racing, number 5 here, and 2, RnR Ryker. Chowhound in yellow comes around, and Ryker pulls the win out in purple. They'll swap around now. Ryker's in yellow. They come around, and RnR Ryker will advance on in the bracket. Here's Rogue Racer, number 11 and 7 up on the other side, Uncle Elvis. Down they come. And number 4, Rogue Racer takes it. They swap lanes. Rogue Racer now on purple, and he will pull a close one out. So he says, thank you. Thank you very much. Next up, here's Big Poppy and Mini BFG. Mini BFG in number 20 there. He'll be in yellow to start. Here's the first heat. Down they come, around they come, and he takes the first heat. They swap now. He's on purple. Yellow is Big Poppy. Big Poppy comes around, and Big Poppy takes the second heat. Now we go to the outside lanes. Orange should be Mini BFG, and he takes the first heat. They swap around now. Orange is Big Poppy. Around they come, and BFG, Mini BFG that is, will advance. Here's RnR racing with Ryker and the Rogue Racer. He's number 11 on the yellow. Around they come, and he will take the first heat. Swap lanes. He's now in purple. Ryker on the yellow. They come around, and Rogue Racer advances on. So here's the quarterfinal matchup. Mrs. Mini BFG and Mini BFG will have the first race. Miss Mini BFG's on the inside in the yellow. Down they go. Brother, sister again. Up. Little sister takes the first race. Now we go to Mini. We swap them around. Mini's on yellow. And Miss Mini BFG advances on. Now we've got the bottom. Numbskull Racing versus Rogue Racer. Rogue Racer with the orange donut. So we'll call for him just so you can see. He's in yellow, and he takes the first heat. We swap lanes. Can he take it with second? And no, Numbskull will tie it back up. Now we're to the outside. Rogue Racer on the orange lane. He will take the first heat. We swap around. Numbskull's now in orange, and Numbskull takes the heat. We're back to the inside. Rogue's on yellow. Around they come. Rogue takes the first heat. We swap them. Numbskull now on yellow, coming around. Numbskull takes it. We're back to the outside. Rogue Racer on the orange lane. He takes the first. We swap them around. Now Numbskull's on orange. They come around, and Numbskull wins. Now we're back to the inside. This time Numbskull's in yellow. He takes it. We swap them around. Rogue comes, and Rogue wins that one. So we're back around again. Basically, Lane 4 wins again. The first one to win in lane 2 will advance on. So we're just going to keep doing this back and forth until somebody wins lane 2. So again we go. Of course, as we said, Numbskull's in the purple with the purple donut, and the orange donut is Rogue Racer. Here they come around. Hey, he finally did it. Rogue Racer finally pulls out a marathon and advances on. So here's the semifinal in the losers bracket. 21, Miss Minnie BFG, and 11, Rogue Racer. Rogue Racer has the orange donut. He's on the yellow lane. He comes around. Oh, Miss Minnie takes the first hit. We swap around. Can she win it now? She does. She takes it. Miss Minnie BFG advances. She will face Noob Racing, who just got beat out of the winner's bracket. So here we go. Of course, Noob is 17 with the red edition. He's in yellow against Miss BFG, or Miss Minnie. Noob takes the first one, goes around the outside in the purple, and he will advance. So Noob Racing will go to the finals. In the finals, you will have Wobbly Bob. And from the losers bracket, Noob Racing. He's not racing like he's Noob. Here we are. Of course, Noob's got the 17, the red edition. And here we start. Noob in yellow, Wobbly Bob in purple. Bob takes the first heat. We swap now. Now Bob, Wobbly Bob in yellow, and he will take it. Congratulations, Wobbly Bob, undefeated in the winner's bracket. Here's a look of the winner's bracket. As you can see, the way this works, for every win in the winner's bracket, you get 10 points. And then the loser's bracket here, for every win in the loser's bracket, you get 5. So it's a harder road through the loser's bracket, but as long as you stay in the winning bracket, you win twice the points. So that's going to be this way for every race. So here's our points to date. Look for our next race preview shortly with the brackets. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to subscribe.
This has been a Big Poppy Racing production.